Good morning. I fear Facebook has caught on to the fact that I want to see odd things from odd people. Because today, I opened up Facebook Marketplace and things were the weirdest so far. So let's get into it. These first two items get an honorary mention, not because the items themselves are odd, but it's odd how many listings Facebook showed me of these items. The first one is dental equipment. Listing after listing after listing of expensive dental equipment. I don't know why. I haven't clicked on any of them. And hot dog carts. Same thing with the hot dog carts. Why so many? Gatorade. Fruit punch with red dye 40. The description is, "You're just upset you didn't do it first. I have a case of the original fruit punch Gatorade. I've been drinking them every day since the red dye ban. The prices just keep going up. There are two missing. However, this is a pristine case, always kept inside and out of direct sunlight. Willing to negotiate on price slightly. Also, will keep cold upon request." Here's the thing about that. Gatorade Fruit Punch is still made with red dye 40. What the hell is this dude talking about? Love the implication that this guy thinks that they banned red dye 40 or took it out or whatever, and he was like, they can't fucking tell me what to do. I want red dye 40. Also, for additional clarity, I live in Massachusetts, in the U.S. The only state in the U.S. that banned red dye 40 was California very recently. Facebook Marketplace is local. You can expand your range up to, I think it's only 500 miles. 500 miles, not anywhere near California. Wherever this dude is, I don't remember checking his location, it's within 500 miles of me. And wherever he is, they have not banned red dye 40, because once again, California is the only state in the U.S. that banned red dye 40. So this dude is falsely convinced that red dye 40 has been banned and has now been hoarding red Gatorade for no reason. Rhinestone Vaseline for $7, originally listed for $12. If you want a mini bedazzled Vaseline. Facebook Marketplace is full of this, and no, real judgment towards these people, but it's full of handmade crafts that obviously these people want people to buy, but they're always, niche. I hesitate to say useless because that feels mean. It's just weird stuff like this, where it's like, who is going to pay $7 or $12 for a mini Rhinestone Vaseline? Pizza roller, open box, but new. The second photo is the item in question. I don't really know what a pizza roller is. It just looks like a piece of machinery. But the first photo is a photo of a man, I assume at a wedding. Don't know what happened there. Adorable, think Valentine's Day, kissing monkey statue. I don't know why this person had to tell us to believe in this monkey's romantic relationship. It's romantic. They are not siblings. This is not a platonic relationship. These monkeys are in love. The description is, just purchased this for $25 on Marketplace a few days ago as a gift, but have changed my mind, as any woman will do, and would like to get my money back. I need to drink wine with whatever middle-aged diva posted this listing. The description, which I'm about to read to you, is very, very long, and I have not read it yet, so we're about to read it together for the first time. Editor's note. The story I'm about to read to you literally could have been a single paragraph, but this person fancies himself an author, so I am going to speed it up. Listen, I know everybody has a little pea-sized attention span now. I'm not going to make you suffer through this stupid story, so I'm going to speed it up.
Apparently, as the story goes, this mask was used in a sacrificial offering to the spirit of Gantu. There's a sacred dance and a festival that is done under special circumstances in the Gurung community, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of this, of western Nepal. During a full moon day, the natives dance to the music and celebrate the coming of the spirit of Gantu. This mask has a bloodstain above the left eye, indicating a true offering to the spirit. There's also a crack on the top of the mask from the force of the spirit passing through and into this world. Some even say that on a full moon day you can still feel the energy emanating from the mask. This mask was sold in an auction and imported into the U.S. many years ago. The man who first purchased this mask was a psychic archaeologist who was very interested in the study of spiritual offerings. He was so infatuated with the idea of provoking a spirit through sacrificial offering that he was willing to try just about anything. After hearing about this mask and its origin, he decided it was the perfect piece for his experiments, so he ordered the mask and it arrived 7 days later. He opened the package and couldn't help but admire the very unique handcrafted woodwork, but more importantly, he could feel the energy flowing from the mask. He studied the mask for several hours in his lab while doing numerous tests and experiments on it, but unfortunately got nothing but inconclusive results. Frustrated from trying to provoke the spirit all day, he decided to leave work early and bring the mask home with him to study it some more. So as he left the lab, he grabbed his coat, his briefcase, and the mask from the desk, walked to his car, and put the items in the back seat. On his way home, he was unwinding and jamming out to some oldies rock tunes when suddenly it was interrupted by a call from his wife. She was informing him that their toddler son needed to be picked up from daycare because her car wouldn't start, and also she was stuck at work. He told her not to worry as he was already out of work and that he would pick her up first so they could go pick up their son from daycare together. When they arrived to the daycare facility, the boy was so ecstatic to see his parents that he ran towards them at full speed and greeted them with enormous smiles and humongous hugs. After a wonderful greeting, the boy's mother then strapped him into his car seat and buckled him up for the ride. The husband and wife were not ready for what was about to happen next. As they drove off, the couple talked about their day while intermittently singing the songs that were playing on the radio. The young boy in the back seat began to fidget with his toy until he accidentally dropped it on the floor. The young boy started to get upset and was about to cry when he suddenly noticed the mask that was sitting on the seat right next to him. He then started to reach for it, and after a few struggles and a very lengthy arm stretch, the child finally got a hold of it. Now that he had it in his hands, he was fascinated with the mask and admired it for some time. The child finally decided to put up the mask to his face as to wear it. When the boy did this, the music suddenly cut off and the car lost all power. As the boy's father looked down at the dash, he panicked and frantically tried to steer the vehicle to safety. The man's wife abruptly yelled, "Look out!" He then suddenly looked up and saw an 18-wheeler barreling straight towards him. The man steered with all his might and was able to veer away from the oncoming disaster, but to their surprise, he steered too hard and ended up crashing to the side of a bridge and falling towards the cold waters below. The family was terrified as they all fell over 80 feet before hitting their watery grave. Oh, Jesus Christ. The car was retrieved hours later and the family was pronounced dead on the scene, but the mask was nowhere to be found. It has mysteriously made its way on and offline numerous times in different forums and auction websites. There's many stories of the owners of this mask dying in freak accidents. This mask is cursed. Buyer beware.
Okay. Anyways, my Shrek Museum. I saw the movie Shrek, loved it. Every payday I bought something new, and birthdays and Christmas and so on. That is in all caps, by the way. This listing was just a photo of, I assume, like a countertop or a table. It just says no, no other photos. Cover for 30+ foot filth wheel, no box, still in plastic. A fifth wheel is a type of tow-behind camper. First of all, I feel like this is not very helpful unless you know the exact measurements. Why wouldn't you post a photo of the cover? Why would you make the item name no? Lots of weirdness. I then was shown a series of interesting paintings. The first one I saw was this. Proceed with caution. With the description, 9x12 acrylic paint canvas and painted acrylic paint canvas board, acrylic paint canvas and painted. Only one of those times was acrylic spelled correctly. I thought that was sort of ominous, proceed with caution, but then as more of this person's painting started showing up, I realized that this is what they were titling their artwork, like, what, not good enough for you? The Mall or a movie? Stir fry sounds good. Only if you could hear my thoughts. I included this because the first one, proceed with caution, I thought was very ominous. Wizard staff wand stick. Ever wanted to become the most powerful and feared wizard in Massachusetts? Here's your chance to master the power of intrigue. Natural wizard staff found below the waters of local body of water. Has connections to the Bridgewater Triangle and Hockomock Swamp. Has protected me this far, but time for a new soul to be wilder. Very sturdy. So if anyone wants to become a wizard and is in the Bridgewater area, I guess. This t-shirt. Cute t-shirt. Not a great Mother's Day gift, TBH. I'd rather be getting it up the ass. The description is, says size small, fits like a medium. Please buy this shirt for me so I don't have to donate it to the thrift shop. That lady has seen enough of my wardrobe to last a lifetime. This queen is invited to me drinking wine with the monkey diva. Dunkin' Donuts sign. The description is, turn your crack house into a crack home. So true. Winning the War on Drugs by Galorian Johnson. I suppose this is a book. The description is, Winning the War on Drugs, 25 pages drug handbook with info on drugs. Good book to help addicts get off drugs or good for parents trying to teach their kids about the dangers of drugs. This was... Okay. Obviously, this is a picture of me. The original picture is the woman who's selling it. It's a selfie. It's actually her profile picture. That's the only picture she put up of this product was her own Facebook profile picture. She is using this Snapchat filter. So yes, I did censor her face by recreating her Facebook profile picture with myself. So Boys 3-piece suit, size 10 and 12. Listen, I know they're just showing off the suits and they're censoring their young children, but the headless children were a jump scare. It scared me. Last but not least, this listing with the caption, "The price so right, it's wrong, Bob." We have a very pixelated image of The Price is Right, I guess. Second photo is this scene from Happy Gilmore where Adam Sandler and Bob Barker get into a fist fight. And then finally, we learn that this listing is for lawn furniture. So, there's that. Well, that is it. This one was short and sweet and, odd. I don't understand what's going on Facebook. Alright, that's that. I love you. Have a great day. Hee hee, bye-bye.